Hey there, fellow rock stars. Ben Littlefield here, Rockstar Ben. Welcome to another great ride-along. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I appreciate all your awesome feedback. Keep it coming. I like to know, how these are being received. That's why we leave the comment love area there down below. But this one was actually very easy to come up with because this morning I stopped by my favorite vape lounge, and if you don't know what a vape lounge is, let me be honest with you guys. Old Rockstar Ben here used to have a really nasty habit. I smoked cigarettes for over 15 years, and I haven't smoked a cigarette really in over 2 years, thanks to new technology. People call them electronic cigarettes. I call them portable vaporizer devices. Okay, it's basically water vapor that allows me to still enjoy that whole thing I used to enjoy about smoking cigarettes without all the damage I'm doing to the environment, to people around me, or myself. It's really cool. But anyway, I digress. But I stopped by my favorite vape lounge to buy some of my water vapor juice that I put in there, and I noticed this bulletin board, which I'm going to pop up right there on the screen here. I'm going to do it like magic with a snap of my finger with the magic of editing. Pop. All right, so there you see it. Look at this, guys. This is for all of you who have ever told me and messaging me, talking to our good people at the help desk saying, hey, I don't know how the hell to find clients. Guys, I was just doing my normal morning routine, and I found a dozen clients right here on this bulletin board. You see everything from, mechanical people to personal services to HVAC, home repair services, and so on and so forth. I mean, feel free to look at it. Feel free to steal this. I'm too damn busy to reach out and talk to these people. But let me tell you right now, if I were in a position where I was really hungry for new clients, here they are. I could just tell you, look at these crappy ass, horrible business cards, and you can see that these folks have some serious need in marketing help. This is where you can actually help them significantly. And I don't care what you do. I don't care if you use some of the really cool methods you've been learning lately about Facebook, or if you're doing mobile sites or just simple websites or basic, Google love strategies. It doesn't matter. All these people are clearly looking to be found. They're clearly looking for new business. If they weren't, they wouldn't be putting their crappy, horrible, shady-looking business cards on this bulletin board in the vape lounge. So look, I mean, I would easily just, I took a picture of this with my iPhone. I would go through all these people right here and just contact them and give them something free. Give them something really useful that can help them in their marketing. Say, look, I was in this case, I was in the vape lounge. I saw your business card. I'm not trying to push anything on you. In fact, and here's kind of the spiel, so forgive me, but I would say something like, look, I'm new to this market, or I'm new to marketing businesses like yours. I've been doing this for so long. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. So, I would like to get my foot in the door, and in exchange for a really glowing testimonial and some referrals, and for the opportunity to do more business with you after I've proven myself. And that's really key in getting that rapport, getting that relationship, that trust. Remember, people want to do business with people they know, like, or trust, or if you can do all three, awesome. So that's my foot in the door. I'd say, look, I saw this in the vape lounge. I am a professional in this. I'm not trying to sell you anything right off the bat. In fact, I'd like to just do this thing for you for free in exchange for a glowing testimonial and for referrals and for the opportunity to do more business with you after I've proven myself. It's that simple. That's all you have to say, and you can email them. But look at some of these business cards. They're clearly trying to market themselves. They're clearly looking to engage with an audience themselves. So they want your services. They're interested just by the fact that they are trying to be present. So this is not a cold call, so get that out of your head. This is actually a warm call. This is reaching out to somebody who wants to be reached out to, who needs your help. You are in a position to help them, so stop seeing yourself as a salesperson, please, because the best salespeople never sell. The best salespeople give. I know I say this, and I know this sounds like I'm beating the same drum over and over again, But repetition's the key, guys, and so I'm repeating myself when I say, don't sell, be of service. And they want you to be of service. You have an obligation, all right? Start looking at yourself as somebody who has a calling. You are a master marketer. You are good at this. You know how to reach people. You know how to take a turd and polish it, okay? And these business cards are a bunch of turds. Sorry for the horrible, horrible image I put in your head, but really I'm trying to reach out to you right now and get your attention that these are real businesses who are trying to grow. And you have a gift. You have a talent. And if you're not sharing it with them, you're not reaching out to the world of your fellow entrepreneurs, you are letting people down. So you're not selling. You are there to be a hand that's reached out to lift your fellow entrepreneur up and say, look, I can help you. Let me do this one little thing in exchange for a referral, a testimonial, and the opportunity to win your business in the future. Let's build a relationship here. I see, hey, I see your business card sucks. Hell, maybe you just redesign them a better business card, or maybe you go and look at their website and see, this sucks. Let me just do a consult with you. You don't necessarily have to do something other than a consult. Maybe it's just a simple consult. You can do a screencast video. Hopefully you guys are getting better and better at mastering that if you haven't already. There's so many free resources. I've already told you about Jing, Jing. That's free to do little 5-minute screencast videos. You can build a simple mobile website if you have the RockStar Biz theme or the RockStar Lead theme. You can maybe even just build a simple one-page mock-up and show it to them. You can even do a Google Love with it and give it to them free for a month and then offer to lease it to them. There's so many possibilities here. Sorry, taking a sip of my vitamin water here. I'm trying to cut back on the Diet Dr. Pepper, so I've switched to vitamin water. I know everybody's going to say, hey, why don't you put that fake electronic vaporizer cigarette down, stop drinking the fake water, and start drinking real water and go on with your day. But sorry. But anyway, what I'm trying to say here is you need to know where to look for these opportunities. And this is just one little bulletin board. So guys, make it your habit every day and your regular routine to look for businesses that are clearly begging for new customers and are doing it in a really crappy way, and help them. Be in a position to help, because I'm telling you again, if you are of service and you are in a position to help, you are not a salesperson in their eyes. You are a trusted advisor. You become their friend. And let me tell you a little secret about us marketers. Okay, in case you didn't already know, for people that are newer, veterans probably already know this, all right? Marketers are the psychologists or psychiatrists of the business world, all right? If you've been doing this long enough, you'll learn that after a short amount of time of having clients, having any number of clients, they will start calling upon you. If you're doing your job right, they will start calling upon you at random times, not just for additional help with their marketing, but they just need an ear. They need somebody to listen to their problems. They need a counselor. They need a guidance counselor. They need a therapist. That's kind of what you are. And you have a gift in being able to identify where they are doing a poor job at reaching their fan base and at attracting them in to their own funnel, to their own sales efforts. And that's your gift to the world. And you, in that position of that trusted advisor, that expert, has an opportunity to help them, which feels good for everybody. And in turn, I want you to remember that givers gain. The more you give, the more you get. And that's not a theory. That is tried and true. I've done it time and time again. It's, like I heard an old saying. I think it was in some old movie. This was before we even had internet. Some really, really old black and white movie where people were talking about like pen pals or something like that. If you don't know what a pen pal is, back in the old days before we had Skype and email and all that stuff, people would find friends across the world or across the nation, wherever they were, and they would write actual letters to each other, with actual pen and paper, and put them in a mailbox and mail it off, and a postal carrier would carry it, and they would exchange. Well, I remember hearing somebody saying, I think they were to their child who was upset that they weren't getting any letters back, and the father said, well, did you, how many letters did you send out? Well, I haven't sent out any, and I haven't received any back. Well, he said, look, you know, you have to send out some letters to get replies. I mean, he said, the more letters you send out, the more you receive. So think of that. Think of that. I know that's a stupid analogy, but it kind of made a light bulb go off in my head. Is, you know, in our world, in what we do, we're the therapists, the experts, the rock star marketers we are in our areas. The more we give out, the more we get back. Same principle. So guys, just make it a habit to look for those opportunities and be in a position to serve. That's all I got for you today. I hope you love these ride-alongs. I love doing them. I enjoy this. I really have this picture in my head as I'm sitting here driving to my office. I have this picture in my head of you sitting there right now listening to this and having at least one aha moment. I hope that will help you reach a goal that you have been trying to achieve. And that's a gift to me, and I thank you for that gift. And so that's why I love it to hear. That's why Dan loves it to hear your feedback and your comments down below. Please share that with us. It helps us help you even more. So guys, it's been Littlefield, almost to my office, reminding you to keep rocking. And as our good friend Dr. Dan would always say, always be a rock star in your business and in your life. Rock on, guys.